And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fleming Film Talk with me, Robbie Fleming, and joining me as always is the lovely Justin Doyle. Hello, Justin. How are you?
Hey, Rob. I'm good. How's it going?
I'm good. I'm good. Before we get on to the show, I just want to make this quick announcement. I've had to take down my website, Robbie's Reviews, at this point in time due to some ongoing issues. I'd rather not get into the issues, of course, but don't worry, I am still staying in the film game because I'm going to still be doing this and I'm still going to be doing the Fleming Awards. And if you love my Fleming Awards, then go on Facebook and join my group on Facebook, the Fleming Awards. We are just 2 members away from having 100 members. And if we have 100 members, we will announce the new Fleming Award show, which is coming soon, live on the Facebook group.
Yes, great.
Yes. And if you
And
still want my reviews and rank lists, I'm going to be doing them on Letterboxd, but you can still follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as well, and TikTok.
nice. Yeah, and I'm at Worth of View Movies on all the things, same platforms. Go check it all out. And yeah, speaking of awards, what are we talking about today?
Well, today, because the BAFTAs were on last night, which we'll probably get into as we go through the categories, I thought it'd be best to talk about the Oscar nominations. We're
Yeah,
in the end
we'll
game
talk
now.
we'll talk our wills and wants that we want and what we think will win. So we'll get some locked picks and then yeah, just chat our favorite stuff.
Yes, yes. And I thought the best category we could talk about first is the one that normally everybody's favorite films lies in, and that's best visual effects. Because normally, like the big epic blockbusters are the ones that are normally in this category. Do you want me to read out the winners?
Sure.
Nominees, sorry.
Yeah, the nominees. Okay.
So, best visual effects, we have All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Batman, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and Top Gun: Maverick.
Yeah, I think that this is a lock here.
Yes.
It'll be similar to what the BAFTAs, or exactly what the BAFTAs chose.
Yes.
But if I have a will, my visual effects would be for Top Gun Maverick. I think that it did the most impressive stuff over the year of 2022 and deserves the win. But
well,
I believe
when they show you the clips of best visual effects, they show you like the basic they have to deal with. And Top Gun All Quiet are the only 2 that didn't use green screens.
right. Yeah, so that's why I appreciate that
And
more.
I've seen the making of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever documentary, which is fantastic. You need to check it out. But they do use a lot of green screen work in that film.
Yeah. And the one that uses the most, because it's exclusively on a green screen, is Avatar: The Way of Water, which won the BAFTA and which will win the Oscar as
Does
well.
it bother you that some films are normally like 90% on green screen when there's beautiful environments you can film in?
It does, because then it's kind of like, shouldn't this be under the animation category or
Yeah.
visual effects? But for Avatar to be up for Best Picture is just a crime. But yeah, so my want is Top Gun, but I know the will is Avatar.
The will for me is Avatar, but I would like to see All Quiet on the Western Front win this.
Yeah, very good visual practical effects.
Yes, definitely, because visual doesn't just mean CGI and green screen; it does mean practical as well.
Right, absolutely.
Yes. Would you like to read out best film editing next?
Best film editing. Yeah, why don't you say what won last night?
Everything Everywhere All at Once won editing last night.
And the nominations for the Oscars are The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Tar, and Top Gun Maverick.
My will and want to win is Everything Everywhere All at Once. I just thought it was really well put together. And I do love that shot of just her in like every different like a second of her in every single like different universe. I thought that was cleverly well put together, and I think that's what made me wanna choose this as my Will and Want win. This also won my Fleming Award for Best Editing as well. So let's keep the Best Editing award to Everything Everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. Same. Will and Want, Everything Everywhere. It took the multiverse and just made it seem like it was a part of just one verse. So I appreciate that, and they, the guy Paul Rogers did a great job, threading all that together.
Definitely.
Next category.
Best costume design. The last winner was, I think it was Elvis. Yeah, I think it was Elvis.
For last night?
Yes, for last night.
Yep, Catherine Martin. Last year, though, was Cruella, right?
Yes, my fave. And this year's nominations are Babylon, Black Panther Wakanda, my want to win, Elvis, Everything Everywhere at Once, and Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, which I still need to check out.
Definitely. It's a great little sweet film with great costume, and one that when I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah.
I just noticed that it's the same woman who did the costumes for Cruella.
Oh, well, there you go. Could she have back-to-back? Probably not. I think the will and want here is Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. We've talked about it before. They had to create costumes to be able to survive underneath water for a long period of time, and Ruth definitely did that. And I think it's just it's another character in itself, being the costumes, because they really add to the characters.
Amazing, and it sounds like she's a good friend of Spike Lee's as well.
Yep. But yeah, I believe she did the first Black Panther as well, so she knows what she's doing, and I believe she's going to see herself winning an Oscar.
Brilliant! She's going to be doing the costumes for the new Blade film.
Oh, great! Great.
She's worked with some brilliant directors: John Singleton, Spike Lee, Gina Prince Bythewood, Spielberg.
What was the Spike Lee movie?
Several. She's worked on Do the Right Thing and Malcolm X, which are two of my favorite films by him.
Mm-hmm.
Although they haven't worked together since She-Rock, the one with
Chirac.
That's it.
So she did do Chirac.
Yeah, she did Chirac.
I just watched it yesterday, and one of the things that I noticed was how beautiful the costumes were. Very, very cool. Awesome. Is that your will and want, or do you have a different
Yes, will and want Black Panther, definitely, because I saw the documentary and Ruth had an interview.
Yeah. Babylon has a really good chance because of their costume and all this stuff.
That would be my second pick.
Yeah, absolutely.
My third pick would be Elvis.
Yeah, well, Mrs. Harris, you got to see that and understand it. But yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mean, it's got some, when they go to different multiverse, different verses.
I prefer the makeup and hair in Everything Everywhere. So I like how they put the sausage fingers on.
So ridiculous. Okay, what is the next category?
Makeup and hair. You can't have a costume design without makeup and hair.
All right. Who won that yesterday? Did anybody?
Elvis.
Elvis won. Big winner, Elvis, yesterday.
And what are the nominees, Mr. Doyle?
We have All Quiet on the Western Front, The Batman, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Elvis, and The Whale.
My want to win is The Whale, but I think Elvis has kind of locked this one now.
Oh, man. Yeah, the want to win for sure is The Whale. I think it was the biggest feat of the year. But I mean, how could it not win? I just don't see.
Me and my friend were literally talking about that today.
Yeah, I just don't understand. But yeah, I mean, but also the Batman with Colin Farrell being the Penguin, it just was unrecognizable. So that also did really well. For All Quiet on the Western Front, I think this is more being like dirty and muddy and scruffed up. obviously they were in trenches, but they weren't getting their hands and feet crazy dirty, so people had to come in and make them look dirty. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going will and want is the whale. I don't see how it can't win.
True, I don't understand how Elvis keeps winning this award.
Yeah, well,
especially when people have been moaning about Tom Hanks's makeup.
Yeah, and then how Austin Butler, he did put on a few pounds, but still couldn't put on enough to make him Elvis sized.
Yeah, and to be fair, he did have the Elvis hair.
Sure.
Which is an iconic hairstyle which is hard to replicate.
Uh-huh. All right, next category.
Best cinematography.
All right. Which was won by
All Quiet on the Western Front. Last year was my favourite, Dune.
Mm-hmm.
And here are the lovely people nominated for Best Cinematography. Mr. James Friend for All Quiet on the Western Front. Mr. Darius Conji for Bardo, False Chronicle of a Handful of Truth. Miss Mandy Walker for Elvis. Sir Roger Deakins for Empire Light. And Mr. Florian Hofmeister for Tar.
My want to win is Bardo. I think there was no better cinematography last year than Bardo. I think it just was beautifully shot and all the landscapes that we got to see. But I do think that the will win is All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm a little bit annoyed Top Gun Maverick didn't get nominated because that was my favorite cinematography of that year. I'm glad that Mandy Walker has been nominated, but I don't think she'll be the first woman to win Best Cinematography. Well, not this year either. And Roger Deakins is a living legend. He wins every time he's nominated, like in 1917 and Blade Runner. So he's the only one I think could slide a win. And Tar is just a beautiful looking film, but it's more the writing that makes that film shine.
Yeah. And I think Empire of Light is a beautiful film. But again, it's just not this is the only nomination it has, and I think that's for a reason. But yeah. So, what's your will want?
My will and want is All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yep, I see that taking it down.
All right, another category that makes films look beautiful is Best Production Design, which is won by Babylon last night.
Mm-hmm.
And hit us up with them nominees.
Okay, just gotta find it because I'm on Oscars.org and it's not in the same order you're reading. All right, production design.
Wikipedia page, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, Babylon, Elvis, and The Fabelmans.
Will we want to win Babylon?
Yeah, I'm the same. I want to win is Babylon. What they did to make late 1920s, early 30s. Hollywood is amazing. Plus, the set deck for the party scene and whatnot. I think it was beautiful. I think Avatar: The Way of Water is more, CGI.
Yeah.
We could have seen Pinocchio, the Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio in this one.
I would have swapped that. I probably would have swapped that for Avatar.
Well, yeah, but also the Fabelmans is, they're, when he's filming.
I kind of like how it recreates the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, there was a couple of scenes that showed, real life places, and they turned it into something else. But, a lot of time they're in a house, just them. So, but I have a feeling that All Quiet may win this one. So my want is Babylon, but I think All Quiet is going to take it. Elvis has a really good shot too. I think that was beautifully put together.
Yes, it was. That won my Fleming award, but it was before. Obviously, I'm having to restart the whole thing.
Yeah, which is good because now you're finding movies that you love.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what's next?
Best sound. This is mixing, editing, and design all in one.
All right.
And we have Avatar: The Way of Water, The Batman, Elvis, Top Gun Maverick, and My Whirlwind Want to Win, all quite on the Western Front. The sound
that
makes
one,
you feel like you're at war. It won the BAFTA. It won my Fleming
yeah.
Award. Let's just keep the running streak for best sound with All Quiet.
Yeah, I agree. Will and Want, lock it in. All Quiet on the Western Front will win best sound.
Yes, definitely a lot. Definitely a lot. Do you think Top Gun to just tiny squeeze it in?
Top Gun did a great job. I mean, yeah, just maybe even a lot more to work with in some aspects. But yeah, I just think that it's hard to recreate war, and make it seem real. And I think All Quiet on the Western Front did that well.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, you don't have to sing this one for me, Justin, because it's best original song.
Okay, here we go. We have Applause from Tell It Like a Woman, music and lyric by Diane Warren, who gets a lot of Oscar nominations. Hold My Hand from Top Gun, Maverick, music and lyrics by Lady Gaga, and Blood Pop. Lady Gaga has already won an Oscar for this category. Yes. Lift Me Up from Black Panther Wakanda Forever, music by Thames, Rihanna, Ryan Coogler, and Ludwig Göransson, lyrics by Thames and Ryan Coogler. It's a great song, a little bit soft and slow, so we'll see what happens there. Natu from RRR, music by M.M. Keravani, and lyric by Jen
Which had the best
Grabose.
scene in the movie where they're both dancing to it.
Yeah, it was a very long scene. And then This Is a Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once, music by Ryan Lott, David Byrne, and Mitski. Lyric by Ryan Lott and David Byrne. David Byrne is the great Broadway performer.
Yes, and he's also in a rock band called Talking Heads.
So I've seen all these movies, but Tell It Like a Woman, which now is available to rent or buy. But the unfortunate thing is that it's at the $16 and $19 level. And it would be tough for me to spend that sort of money to just watch an Oscar-nominated movie for a song, especially when most of the time they just play it at the end of the movie. So
and to be honest, Justin, you're better off just going on YouTube and typing in the song.
No, I know, but that doesn't mean that I can count that as seeing the movie, just by listening to the song. So it wouldn't count for me too. I like to watch everything nominated before the Oscars come out.
So do I. It's just hard to find some of them.
Absolutely, especially in your area. So I can't say anything about that one. But a couple years ago, when Eurovision Song Contest song was nominated and didn't win, people were really mad because the one that did win was in the credit scene and not during the movie. So I think that definitely has something to do with it. It should be played in the movie somewhere.
So you think Natu is the lock? Does Hold My Hand and Lift Me Up play at the end?
Yeah, I do think that Natu is the will win, but I mean, I honestly just don't care about this category this year. I think when Shallow came out, that was like a great song, but I'm not into Hold My Hand. It's very formulaic.
You like music in general, don't you?
Yeah. And then Lift Me Up is, like a little sort of sad sack song, and I get it. But I think, the most fun that anybody had with the song this year was Natu.
I'd say This Is a Life is the most experimental song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So didn't have this category, so I'm just going off what everybody's saying. So I think what will win is Natu, but I love Lady Gaga, so Hold My Hand is my favorite.
I think the will win, even though I haven't heard it, but she's a legend, is Applause, and the one to win is Natu.
Yeah. All right, you ready for your favorite category now, Justin? Best original score.
My favorite. Let's hear it.
So we have the BAFTA winner, All Quiet on the Western Front, the Golden Globe winner, Babylon, the Banshees of Inisherin by the legendary Carter Burwell, Everything Everywhere All at Once by Sung Lux, and the legendary Mr. John Williams for The Fablemans, which, again, he only has one theme, and that plays at the end.
Mm.
So how does that count and Batman doesn't when there's music throughout the Batman?
Yeah, Giacchino, I know. That definitely should have been in here. Yeah, I mean, Justin Hurwitz to me is the hardest working scorer out there. I mean, he literally does it from the moment it starts till the moment
So
it
you're
ends.
going to pick your namesake then?
Well, I'm still trying to figure it out here. So he, for 3 hours and 9 minutes, for only maybe 10 or 15 minutes, there was no score, but the rest of it there is. So that's just intense and insane. I do think that Banshees and All Quiet both had some really great scores and deserve it to be up here. I'm also surprised, actually, because I enjoyed Woman Talking's score. I think that should have been
was beautiful. That
Yeah,
should be
absolutely.
nominated. She's amazing, Hilda Gooding daughter.
Yeah, she was the Joker.
Yeah, her scores are amazing.
She has I've said this before, but at the Academy Museum here in LA, which is all about Oscars, she has a little room and it's black. It's pitch black, but there's a little red light at the top. And you go and you literally lay down on this big old round sort of sofa. And her scores are playing for movies over. And so you just kind of go in there and you take a little rest and you just listen, and it's only about sound, no sight or anything. And I just think it's really moving and really beautiful. But yeah, I think the will win is All Quiet on the Western Front. But my want to win is Babylon, just because I think it was just so much going on.
I think Babylon will win this, and that's why I want to win.
Yeah, before Babylon, before I saw it, I mean, Banshees or Western Front all had the chance to win this. I think they both have very simple but effective scores, whereas Babylon is in your face and you have to hear it.
It's a shame John Williams isn't going to win this for his might be last collaboration with Sir Stevie, but hey, they worked together millions of times and they've done good films before together.
They got each other a few Oscars, so it's totally
Exactly. All right.
I am appreciating Score more, by the way. It is coming around to my forefront.
Is it because of me?
Well, I'm just starting to notice it more, or they're just becoming better. Like I just, these ones that are simple but effective are really working for me.
Oh yeah. So you'll have to cover this one. So I rarely get a chance to look at these ones, but it's best animated short films.
Okay. Yeah, so I've seen all of these. We have The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, The Flying Sailor, Ice Merchants, My Year of Dicks, and Ostrich Told Me.
Is My Year of Dicks about a whore?
Not really. It's just about, somebody who's dealing with like guys and assholes. And then the last one is An Ostrich Told Me the World is Fake and I Think I Believe It.
That looks fun.
I think the one that has the best animation is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, which is available on Apple TV Plus. But the one that really affected me the most was Ice Merchants. It's about a father and son who are ice merchants, and they create ice. They pour water into a bucket at the end of the night, and it freezes overnight. It freezes overnight, and then they go and deliver it. But they live on top of this huge hill, and the world that they sell it to is down below. So they have very interesting ways of getting down there. But it's also about loss and about family. So it really hit me there. My want to win is Ice Merchants, but the will win is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse.
Which one best British short animation the other night?
Yeah, and it really is beautiful animation. So it just reminds me of old school simplicity. It's hand drawn, I believe. So to me, that always works. And yeah, My Year of Dicks is on Hulu, or Bulu, as I like to say, because you don't get Hulu. So you can check that out. But An Ostrich, Ice Merchants, and The Flying Sailor are all on YouTube. So they are, all of these you can see and are available to you now.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah, I want to watch The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. So I'm going to. And let's move on to best live action short. Have you seen all these 5 ones?
I have not. I've only seen 2 of the 5, but they are now available to view in theaters. And I'm going on Thursday to go check this out because I need to see them. But what do we have here?
We have An Irish Goodbye, which won the BAFTA last night. I Value.
Evalu.
Le Pupil from the legendary Alfonso Cuarón. Glad to see he's back working. Night Ride and The Red Suitcase.
So I've seen Le Pupil, which is on Disney Plus, and I've seen Night Ride, which was available on The New Yorker. But I know that the big one of the year is An Irish Goodbye, so I'm sure that's the will win. But yeah, Night Ride was really sweet. It was really interesting. It's about a small person who sees that the driver of I guess it's like a little transit thing that takes you around. Not a subway because it's on top, but it's like a tram takes you around.
Justin, you froze, buddy. Justin. Okay, Justin's froze a bit. So, bloody hell, Justin. Why'd you have to freeze? So, yeah, I rarely do check out short films myself. And I feel like that I should need to watch more of them. But the one I'm going to have to go for on this one is An Irish Goodbye, just based off its premise and based off its winning the BAFTAs. Sorry, Justin, you froze there.
No, that's okay. But yeah, Night Ride was a lot of fun, and Le Pupil is great. It's like at a nunnery with these kids, and it's just super sweet and has a lot of heart to it. But yeah, I think the will win is An Irish Goodbye. I had the most fun watching Night Ride.
Nice. Did you see any of the best documentary shorts?
I have seen 4 of the 5.
Fire away and talk me through them.
All right, The Elephant Whisperers, Haul Out, How Do You Measure a Year, The Martha Mitchell Effect, and Stranger at the Gate. The Elephant Whisperers is on Netflix. You can see it right now. It is about how the elephants are becoming extinct and about how this couple takes care of elephants, and just from when they're born until they're big and strong. But yeah, I mean, and they call it the Elephant Whispers. It's kind of like the horse whisperer, the dog whisperer, is that they're just able to communicate with elephants on a bigger level than we can. Haul Out is about a guy who goes and studies walruses on this little island, and how because of the climate change, they're dying more and more every year. They don't have blocks of ice to sit on and survive, and so there's just hundreds and thousands of them on this little island, and they just fight, and they're on top of each other, and he just sits there and watches them, and it's really crazy. yeah, climate control is insane. I haven't seen How Do You Measure a Year yet. The Martha Mitchell effect is about one of the ladies who was around during the presidency of Nixon, and how she, just as being a wife of somebody who was around politicians, was sort of the person that nobody.
Is this the thing the Julia Roberts and Sean Penn show is based on? Gaslit.
Oh yeah, maybe that is. But yeah, so she's yeah, I think so. But yeah, she's just effective in the way that she gets on people's nerves because she has a voice and speaks up. That's also on Netflix. Haul Out is on The New Yorker, and then Stranger at the Gate. This was, I'm surprised this won because I saw it, or got nominated. I saw it before it was nominated, and it's about a guy who wanted to go to this mosque and blow it up. And when he was there, he was embraced and talked to like a normal human being. He's just really felt like it was a family and a whole religion. And so what he did is he changed his entire life from being like prison to now being a leader of one of the mosque. So he had his own sort of turn. The one that I enjoyed the most, though, was Haul Out. I think it's the most effective. But I think the will win is the Martha Mitchell effect, but my want to win is Haul Out.
Nice. Okay, I can join in with you on one of these. It's best documentary feature.
Okay.
We have All That Breathes, All the Beauty and All the Bloodshed, which I've been meaning to check out but can't find anywhere. Fire of Love, which I watched yesterday. A House Made of Splinters, and Navalny, which you and Cody keep telling me to watch, and which won the BAFTA last night. But I think the will win is All the Beauty and the Bloodshed because, one, it looks like a subject I'm kind of interested in, and two, it's been really hyped a lot to win this award.
Yeah, that's the one I haven't seen. I also haven't seen A House Made of Splinters, which comes out tomorrow, available to stream. So I'm excited that I get to finally see that. All That Breathes is out on HBO Max. It's about a couple of guys who in Delhi take care of the winged friends that live above them. They call them kites, but they're sort of like hawks. They mend to them and keep them in cages, and then they set them free. It was a little bit boring. Fire of Love is great visual effects.
Yes,
great real what is it, recordings, but then they upped the effects on it. Really well done. But Navalny is a documentary. This is what happens sometimes. Like, I think Ikaru came out a few years ago, and you start a documentary to be about one thing, and then it becomes something else, and it's so crazy that it does that. It actually becomes something more intense, and Navalny becomes this sort of spy thriller, and it doesn't feel like a documentary, and that is the one that won, and I think that will be the winner for this year as well. But my mind could change after I see All the Beauty and All the Bloodshed. But my will and want is Navalny.
Yeah. Well, I have no choice but to pick Fire of Love to win.
You have HBO Max, right? You can see it?
Well, it doesn't exist in the UK.
Or Disney Plus then?
Yeah, it was on Disney Plus, Fire of Love, so I managed to watch it last night.
What about Navalny?
Navalny, it said it aired on the BBC in the UK, so I don't know whether it's on iPlayer.
But do you guys have an equivalent to HBO Max?
No, I think Sky. Okay, Navalny's not on BBC iPlayer. No, I think Sky have a deal with HBO Max. A lot of HBO stuff appears on Sky.
Okay, because that's where All That Breathes is as well. Fire of Love is out on Disney Plus. All the Beauty and All the Bloodshed will be out on HBO Max sometime, and I'm hoping it's before the Oscars, but you never know what they're gonna do.
No, you never.
I mean, HBO. It is an HBO documentary film. It acquired it last year, so it should be out shortly. But we'll see. All right. What's the next category?
Best international feature film.
All right.
Yes. Would you like to reveal the films and the country they are from?
Here we go. All Quiet on the Western Front from Germany. Argentina 1985 from, you guessed it, Argentina. Close from Belgium. EO from Poland. And The Quiet Girl from Ireland. I have seen 4 out of 5. The Quiet Girl is releasing here in Los Angeles on Friday, so I'll get to go see it. Close is a beautiful film. I don't think it has a chance to win. EO is about a donkey, which is a lot of fun. Argentina is a courtroom drama, and then All Quiet on the Western Front, of course, is a war movie.
Will want to win because my favorite's not nominated, which should be. Why isn't it nominated?
Always documentaries and international every year. They're all I'll watch them. You know, I didn't watch a lot of documentaries this year, but I watch a lot of international films, and there's always one or two that come on, and I'm like, damn it, now I have to go see that one. Because even though, I saw Decision to Leave, and I thought it was a shoo-in for Best International Feature, but
exactly, especially when it's directed that way.
Right. There's no question. Lock it in. All Quiet on the Western Front is winning for international film. I enjoyed the most. It's close between Close and EO, because EO is really entertaining, and Close is just a sweet, sweet film.
Yes, me and you spoke about All Quiet, so you check mine and Justin's chat about it.
Oh yeah, lots of talk about that one.
All right. My favorite category, Best Animated Feature Film.
Let's hear it.
We have Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, The Sea Beast, Turning Red, and my favorite film of last year, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Will want to win, BAFTA winner, complete lock.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is going to win. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is half live action, so I don't even know why it's on there. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. I watched it recently.
Did you like it?
I didn't like it as much as Pinocchio or Puss in Boots.
Yeah, Puss in Boots is great. I really enjoyed that. I had the most fun, I think, with Puss in Boots, but I think the biggest feat is Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. It's stop motion animation, and again, it should have been up for production design because they had to create larger scale items and smaller scale items so everybody can. The
only one I wish was on here was Wonderland Wild.
Yeah, well, the Sea Beast that was one I hadn't seen before the nominations, and I was like, that got nominated. But I do understand; it's very beautiful animation.
Well, I like Carl Urban, so I need to check it out.
Yeah, Avatar could have been on here.
I don't get why Avatar wasn't eligible. Marshall the Shell with Shoes On was.
Brother, you and me both.
All right, if that's the lock, then let's move on to Best Adapted Screenplay. Would you like to read out the films, the writers, and the films it's based on, and the adaptation it's based on? Sorry.
Sure. I believe we heard this title before. All Quiet on the Western Front. This is a screenplay by Edward Berger, Leslie Patterson, and Ian Stokell, based on the book and the previous movie. Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery, written by Ryan Johnson, based off of Knives Out. Living, written by Kazuo Ishiguro, which is adaptation from the Kurosawa movie.
Ikaru.
Ikaru. Top Gun Maverick, which is written by Aaron Kruger, Eric Warren Singer, Christopher McQuarrie, Peter Craig, and Justin Marks, based off of Top Gun. And Woman Talking, which is by Sarah Polley, also directed by her, which is based off of a play.
Well, Sarah Polley, I watched Women Talking the other day, and it is a really well written movie. It kind of reminded me of like 12 Angry Men, but with women, and the one man who's Ben Whishaw. I love A Glass Onion Knives Out. It's a very fun and entertaining movie, and it's my favourite live action film of last year. I can't see it being an Oscar winner. Living had more of a shot at BAFTA than Oscar, but I'm glad it got a nomination. And I think All Quiet's the lock because it won the BAFTA last night.
I think the will win is Women Talking, and my want to win is Top Gun Maverick. We've talked about this before. Having sequels come in and be screenplay nominations is just great.
Although I probably would have loved to have seen The Whale in this category.
Yeah, that could have been in there. But yeah, I think Women Talking should win. And yeah, All Quiet. I mean, you've had opportunities already. All right.
Well, both All Quiet and Women Talking have a lady writer, so it'd be cool if either one wins.
Yeah, and I think those are the two that we're dealing with here.
Definitely, and it's a shame there's no lovely ladies in this category. But would you like to read the fellow screenwriters and their screenplays of Best Original Screenplay? Oh, wait, that's me.
We have.
Sorry, Justin, it was me. Sorry, it's my turn to read out. We have Martin McDonagh for The Banshees of Inisherin, the Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Stevie Spielberg and Tony Kushner for The Fabelmans, Todd Phillips for Tar, and Ruben Ostlund for Triangle of Sadness. All right, my want to win is really, really strange because I think Everything Everywhere is out the race now for this category. But I would love to see Tar win because it's a really well constructed character study. But I think the Banshees is going to win this after having success at the BAFTAs and the Globes.
Yeah, I think the lock here is Banshees. I like that all of these screenplays were written by the directors, though, so they had a huge part.
Apart from Tony, who didn't direct The Fabelmans with Stevie.
But it says written by Steven Spielberg and Tony Kushner. So the director wrote the movie. So I really appreciate that because normally it's just somebody who just kind of gives them the script and they direct it. So I like seeing that. I think the want to win is Everything Everywhere All at Once, but the will win is The Banshees of Inisherin.
I thought you'd say Triangle of Sadness for your personal favorite.
Well, it's a personal favorite, but I think I'd rather have Everything Everywhere All at Once win for screenplay. They're both original, though. They both have interesting topics and deserve it.
All right, Justin, would you like to read out the lovely ladies who are nominated for Best Supporting Actress?
Yeah, boy, was this a disappointment from the BAFTAs.
Oh, it was.
But our nominees are Cate Blanchett for Tar.
Oh, no, Justin, it's Best Supporting.
Oh, sorry. Angela Bassett for Black Panther and Wakanda Forever. Hong Chow for The Whale. Carrie Condon for The Banshees of Inisherin, who won last night. Yep. Jamie Lee Curtis and Stephanie Hsu for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Stephanie is my personal want to win because I think that she is amazing and she's got a good career ahead of her. And I feel she's the only one playing two characters in this category. And playing two characters in one movie must be a hard thing to do. But I think Angela Bassett's got this one.
Yeah, that's my will and want. I definitely think she deserves it.
It's just weird because Queen Ramona's not like a big name, the Marvel character. In fact, in the comic books, she's not his mom; she's his stepmother.
Hong Chow just had a great year. She's great in The Whale. She's great in The Menu. I don't know why Carrie Condon's there, but that's fine. But Angela Bassett, I think, is the will and want.
The reason why I don't like the fact that Carrie Condon won is because she's not really the most interesting character in the movie.
No, and she's gone for most of it.
Yeah, literally, like she leaves after just before the last half an hour of the film.
And then even still, between then and then, she's barely in it.
Yeah, I mean, I know Angela Bassett's not in like the last bit of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, but there's a difference. When she's on screen in that movie, she dominates the screen, especially in that scene where she sacks Denara Guerrero's character.
Yeah, she has a presence. She's there for a purpose and there for a reason. And yeah, I think she should win for sure. But yeah, Carrie won last night, so it's anybody's game.
It's just weird how the first thing I saw Kerry Condon in was when she was a background character in The Walking Dead, and she was in that season for 3 episodes, just wandering around as a zombie. Always start your career though. Why aren't you in The Walking Dead as a zombie walking around?
Because it's filmed in Austin or Atlanta.
You need to move to Atlanta then.
Well, I don't need to be on that show. I've been a zombie. It was the first thing I ever did.
Oh, nice.
2.5 hours to put on makeup.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Right, do you want me to read Best Supporting Actor?
Yes.
We have Mr. Brendan Gleeson for The Banshees of Inisherin, Brian Tyree Henry for Causeway, Judge Hirsch for The Fabelmans, last night's winner, Barry Keoghan for The Banshees of Inisherin, and my will and want to win, Ki-hee Kwan for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
How did he not win? That's insane. Yeah, the will win.
Judd Hirsch feels a bit like the Kerry Condon, like he just pops in, say hello, and then leaves.
But but it's really powerful and a great performance.
It's a great performance. I just thought Paul Dano and Seth Rogen were better.
I disagree. The want to win and will win is Ki Huy Kwan. He deserves it. But my second would be Judd Hirsch. I think he's powerful. The surprise here is Brian Tyree Henry.
Definitely. I thought it was going to be Eddie Redmayne for The Good Nurse, which I still need to check out.
He's the best part about it. And then, of course, the beautiful Jessica Chastain.
Sweet. So, is that your will and want to win, Ki-hee?
Yep.
I can't see Barry winning this.
No.
He'll win an Oscar one day, but not for Banshees.
I can't even believe that he's nominated.
No, neither do I. I just saw Brandon and Colin's movie. Nobody else deserves a nomination.
Yeah, I mean, he's... Anyway.
All right,
All right.
I'm going to read out Best Actress, so then we're both... then it's both fair, then.
Great.
All right, so Best Actress. My fave, Cate Blanchett, who was also the BAFTA winner for Tar. Ana de Armas for Blonde. I don't know why this is in there. This one was a massive shock. Andrea Riseborough for To Leslie. Michelle Williams for Fabelmans. I would personally knock her in supporting, but fair enough. Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. My second fave.
Yeah, I think the two that we're talking about here mostly is Michelle Yeoh and Cate Blanchett. I did see To Leslie just yesterday, and I get the nomination, but I don't think it's the best performance of the year. Obviously, I would get rid of Michelle Williams and put in Danielle Deadwyler.
I'd take out Ana de Armas and put in Viola Davis.
Absolutely, for the Woman King, yeah. And yeah, Riseborough, I mean, if we have to have Anna or Michelle, then fine. But her performance is, I think it was better than both Ana de Armas and Michelle Williams. But they got it wrong. It should be Danielle and it should be Viola.
It would say Viola, and if we have to pick one to replace Andrea Riseborough, I would probably pick the girl from She Said, Zoe Kravitz. Yeah, she was quite
Kazan,
Kazan, yeah.
Yeah, but her she seemed like she shared the screen a lot with Carey Mulligan. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Carey Mulligan, I would have probably. It's a shame we're not seeing her in Best Supporting Actress. She's kind of owed an Oscar for being. Well, not winning in 2020, but that's a different story.
Yeah, but she's been nominated a few times. Yeah, so my want to win is Michelle Yeoh, but I don't think I think the will win is Cate Blanchett. She's a powerhouse.
Well, she'd win her third Oscar.
What's your will? Your will and want is Cate?
Yeah, will and want is Cate. She's my favorite actress.
All right. Now on to actor in a leading role.
Hit it, Justin.
The winner of last night's BAFTA, Austin Butler for Elvis. We have Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Paul Mescal for After Sun, and Bill Nighy for Living.
Although Austin has won the Globe and the BAFTA, I still don't think he's a complete lock.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's tough. My want to win is Brendan Fraser. I think he gave the best performance.
Yes, same. I don't think Colin's going to win this year.
Well, then it has to be Austin, right? It's either Austin or Brendan then?
Yeah, I think it's a two-horse race between the two. No disrespect to Paul or Bill. Paul might win one day, but I think this is not his only chance, sadly. But he's had a good career.
Yeah, absolutely. He can still get in there for supporting one day, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the will I think is Austin, and the want is Brendan Fraser. I can see Colin maybe taking it, but that's like, who knows,
Definitely. And next one is Best Director. I'll read these out. Martin McDonagh for The Banshees of Inisherin. Daniel Kwan and Daniel Snyder, aka The Daniels, for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Todd Field for Tar. Ruben Ostlund for Triangle of Sadness. And my will and want to win, Steven Spielberg for The Fabelmans. I don't think the Daniels are winning this. They lost the BAFTA to Edward Berger. He wasn't even nominated in this category. Spielberg wasn't nominated for the BAFTA. It's a clear lock that Spielberg's winning this. He won the Golden Globe.
I think will win is Everything Everywhere All at Once, but my want to win is Triangle of Sadness. Probably in last place, though.
He's a good director in the way he makes sadness. I'm going to check out Force Majeure one day.
Oh, yeah. And The Square. Both good.
Send The Square. The Square's hilarious.
Yeah. Triangle of Sadness, also hilarious. Yeah. I mean, this one's tough because Todd Field has a really good chance. I don't know. I think the one that's completely out is Ruben, and then number one is the Kwans, then Spielberg, then Martin, then Todd.
I can't see Daniels winning this as they lost the BAFTA.
Well, so did Spielberg, so.
He wasn't nominated, so if he was nominated, he probably would have won.
There you go. He wasn't even nominated, so that says more than anything.
But but normally when a director wins the Golden Globe for Best Director, they win the Oscar.
The Globes don't mean F.
Jane Campion won the Globe, and then she won the Oscar. If
it don't mean Jane
Campion won the Oscar.
But it's not because she won a Golden Globe. It's because she was the best director of that year. So let's just take into that account. If Steven Spielberg was the best director of the year, then he would have been nominated for a BAFTA.
He's one of the best of all time.
I know, but unfortunately, he didn't do his best this year.
Do you think he did better with West Side Story?
100%. Way bigger of a feat.
Do you think he did better with Ready Player One? And he wasn't
even hell yeah.
for anything?
Hell yeah. I love Ready Player One. And War Horse and The Post. All of his other boring movies. BFG.
I'd say Lincoln is the best out of his historical films.
Because Saving Private Ryan is not based off a true story.
No, well, I see that more as action.
Well, if it's a true story, it becomes historical.
Yeah, well, the two best things he's good at are sci-fi and history.
I will watch E.T. all day.
I love E.T.
Yeah. All right, now on to the big category.
Yes, do you want to do the same as we did last time and read every other name?
Sure, you start.
All Quiet on the Western
best
Front.
picture, we gotta say that for best picture, nominees are
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Avatar: The Way of Water,
The Banshees of Inisherin.
Elvis,
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
The Fabelmans,
Tar.
Top Gun: Maverick,
Triangle of Sadness.
and Women Talking. Another nomination for Frances McDormand.
Will Win want to win All Quiet on the Western Front. I think since it's won the BAFTA, I think it's a shoe-in.
Nope. 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 Nope.
It's a shoe-in. It's a shoe-in. Come on, another foreign film needs to win Best Picture. It can't just be Parasite being the only international film in history. You know the Academy clearly likes other countries than South Korea.
I think the will win is either Everything Everywhere or the Banshees. My want to win, just because I think it's one of the biggest long shots, is Top Gun: Maverick. But my favorite pick is Triangle of Sadness, because it was one of the only ones in my top.
I don't get how Babylon and Whale aren't nominated.
Yeah, I mean, take out Avatar, put Babylon.
Can we take out? Oh, what film can we take out for the Whale?
All Quiet on the Western Front.
No. No.
Yes.
Sorry, Justin, but I would replace Triangle of Sadness with the Whale.
Yeah, that's fine. Nobody else did, so that's cool. Yeah, it's a good film. It definitely could have been up there. I think in any other year it would have been, but I don't know. We have these big epic movies like All Quiet, Avatar, Elvis. In some ways, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Top Gun: Maverick.
Top Gun and Elvis were like the start of the good movies that came out. Yeah, because totally. Like you said most of them were quite pants this year.
Yes, they were. Yeah, I think we're living in Everything Everywhere or Banshees for sure is the will to win.
The will to win. The long shot.
I don't think it's a long shot. I think the longest shot is Top Gun, and then Avatar. Women Talking, unfortunately.
True, because the BAFTAs normally pick a different best film to the Oscars, and this is why I normally predict the Oscars wrong.
Triangle of Sadness is an international film, by the way, so it's not.
Yeah, but they talk English in it.
That is true, but it is an international film.
Then why isn't it nominated for Best International Film?
Because they should have kept it at Best Foreign Language Film, which is what it is. It's all movies that are not in the English language.
The least of the BAFTAs say non-English feature film.
Right. All right. Well, and what won last night for Best Picture?
All Quiet.
Yup.
Which kind of deserved it if it was getting nominated for 14 awards.
Yeah, I mean, it should win some of them, right?
It won 7.
Yeah, half. Pretty good.
Yes, the 7 were Best Film, Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, which is what I wanted, Best Cinematography, Best Original Score, and Best Sound. Yeah. And
That's some good ones.
Emma Mackey from Death on the Nile won the Rising Star.
Yeah. She's good.
She's good.
Cool. Well, that's fun. I think we got some locks in there, but I'd say this is one of the bigger years where we kind of don't really know where it's going.
I just hope there's no physical violence this year.
Yeah, unless it's out of love. But yeah, I think the big ones that we have locks here is Avatar for visual effects.
Yes.
I think international film is All Quiet.
Kate's gonna win Best Actress.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a lock. This one's a tough year. I mean, which is good. I like going in not knowing. It's better that way. I think Angela Bassett's a lock and Ke Huy Quan. Other than that, I mean, we have a lot to deal with, which is great. Yeah, and Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, that's a lock for sure.
But I think that was going to be a lock before that film came out.
What happened?
I think that was probably a lock before that film even came out.
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure. Cool. All right. Do you have any movie recommendations for the week?
I do. I'm going to recommend a film. I'm going to recommend two films today. The new Marvel movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which we spoke about on your channel. Mm-hmm. And I'm also going to recommend Women Talking.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good film to recommend. Yes. Women Talking's great. Ben Winshaw's amazing.
He should be nominated.
Yeah. He should have been there instead of Barry.
Yeah, I would actually I love Barry, but yeah, I would change because I've not seen Causeway, so it's not fair if I judge that without seeing it.
I mean, I watched it and I wasn't blown away by his performance. Not at all.
Well, it sounds like Jennifer Lawrence is the best actress in the film.
Well, she's like the only one. It's just her and him pretty much the entire time.
Oh, so Stephen McKinley Henderson from Dune and Lady Bird's in it.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously people who come and go, but it's mostly about these two.
So he just pops in for a chat.
Yeah, he just pops in for a chat.
Nice. Yeah, Women Talking.
Do you want to talk about those movies?
Yeah, so it's about these women who live on this compound, and they've all been assaulted by these horrible men, and they're trying to decide whether to stay and fight the horrible men or whether they should move on and find somewhere else to live. They've never explored the outside world for what it is, so they're unsure about leaving the area because they don't know anything about the outside world. The two that besides Ben Whishaw, the two I really enjoyed were Claire Foy and Jessie Buckley, who are two of my favourite actresses. And as much as I love Frances, I feel like her role could have been played by a smaller actress, as she barely talks in the film.
Yeah, well, there's that old lady. We don't know who she is, and she has a lot of dialogue and is,
Sheila McCarthy was good, and
yeah.
Was Judith Ivy the other old lady?
The really, really old one.
Yes, that's her, yes.
Yeah, she was great.
Yes, and there was also another girl there's also another girl with glasses who smoked cigarettes who was really, really good.
Oh, yeah, she's also young. She was also really young, wasn't she? She was seemed like she was under 20 and just smoking away. But yeah, it's a great film. I'm glad it got up for Best Picture. Probably won't win though. But yeah, Jessie Buckley is amazing. She's a great actress.
I kind of wish both. See, if I would change Jamie Lee Curtis to Jessie Buckley.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so it's fair that every film that like it's one film per nominee. Does I don't like it when there's two nominees in the same category. It just doesn't seem fair to other movies.
Yeah, she was also in Men last year, the A24 film.
I need to see that one.
I really enjoyed her in Wild Rose from 2018,
I need
but
to see that.
she was nominated just last year for The Lost Daughter, so she's been
She was
nominated.
she was better than Olivia Colman was, and they're playing the same character.
Yep, and they both got nominated.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Ending Things is a film I like with her.
Yeah, very interesting
And
movie.
I still need to see The Courier with Benedict Cumberbatch, which he's also in.
Well, if you haven't seen Wild Rose, I highly recommend that. That's her best performance, in my opinion.
Oh, it's got one of my favourite British actresses in, Julie Walters.
I think it is a British film.
Yeah, she was nominated for the BAFTA for it. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Who did she lose to? Jessie. Oh, she lost to her co-star from Judy, Renee Zellweger.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. That was a big year.
Well, my favourite from that year is Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And she's been nominated for 3. She was also the EE Rising Star in 2019.
Yes, she was.
Do you want to speak about Quantumania at all?
Yes. Yes, Quantumania. So in this one, after Endgame, Scott Lang is now a big name celebrity. He's now written a book about his side of the story with the whole Thanos dealing, and his daughter's kind of started to go into his criminal ways, and he's trying to say to her, look, you need to be good. Obviously, because obviously the events of the first movie, she's kind of accepted that she's not going to have a normal life, and she wants to explore the quantum realm and help people. So she builds a little device which takes Scott, his girlfriend Hope, and her parents Hank and Janet to the quantum realm. And obviously, because in the second movie, Hank rescued Janet from the quantum realm, it's all Janet's a big part of this story. But the best thing is that they meet the main villain of the movie, Kang the Conqueror, and he's played by the legendary Jonathan Majors. And that bloke has some range because he plays about so many different versions of this character. They're all so different. I'm like, how does he have the range to play all these different characters? And yes, there's some old faces, new characters, and there's also some acting legends in this. And I just think, although Justin didn't like it as much as I did, I thought it was a really fun adventure film. Reminded me of Star Wars, got to explore more different universes. And I'm thinking that this should be the direction the MCU go in.
Do you think this will be up for Best Visual Effects next year?
Unless Guardians has better effects, then yes.
So far, it's grossed worldwide 359.3 million. Doing really well, but not doing great critically. Especially, I mean, it. You said Star Wars. It literally pulls like costuming and storyline from Star Wars. So, it is a ripoff. But Jonathan Majors is the best part of the movie, and yeah, check it out. Cool. Well, I have a movie that is available for everyone to go see right now. You can see it on Apple TV Plus. It's called Sharper. This is a movie we haven't seen her in a while, but we have Julianne Moore, John Lithgow. Everyone is kind of a supporting role, but also Justice Smith, Sebastian Stan, speaking of Marvel, and Brianna Middleton. And this is a movie about a con artist who tries to con over a Manhattan billionaire. So it's told through each person's sort of timeline, and so it's broken up. And I just think it was really well acted and really well written. It was it's a crime thriller, so you're like wondering what's going on the entire time, and you don't find out until the end. So it keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire movie, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. But yeah, Apple TV Plus, very, very good stuff. Go check out Sharper.
Yes.
But by the way, Woman Talking is only an hour and 43 minutes, which may be the shortest Best Picture nominated movie.
Sometimes I like shorter movies because the story gets
absolutely.
more.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I was.
Look at Killing Them Softly with Brad Pitt. It's only 90 minutes. It explains the whole movie in 90 minutes. That it doesn't need lengthening or shortening. It explains the whole movie in 90 minutes, and it's a solid masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to say is that movies can still be under 2 hours and
Terrence
Best
Malick's
Picture worthy.
Badlands is one of the most acclaimed movies of all time, and that's only 90 minutes long.
Yeah, we don't need these 3-hour epics or 2.5 hours.
We just want a nice, simple 90-minute movie, and then you can just get on with your day and not have to worry about missing things to watch a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, because the nominated movies this year, All Quiet is like 240, Avatar is 320, Banshees is a little over 2, Elvis is 220, Everything Everywhere All at Once is a little over 2, Fablemans is over 2, Tar is like 240, Maverick is a little over 2, and then Triangle of Sadness is a little over 2. So
that movie felt like forever when they're on the island.
I disagree.
When they're on the boat, it's hilarious. When they're off the boat, it's like, okay, so why is this character there? Where's Woody Harrelson?
I think it's just so funny because the movie starts with he's a supermodel and he dates a supermodel, and then just for pretzels he'll sleep with the crew member who's like the least unattractive. But because she has
the main character of the movie,
right, Dolly De Leon, who could have been up for Best Supporting Actress.
I was surprised she didn't get nominated.
She could have been in there instead of Jamie Lee and Carrie.
Yeah.
All right. What are we discussing next week?
Next week, I haven't sure of, but I think the next time we talk is when we're going to be doing the next bit of Fleming Awards before I fully reboot the whole thing.
Oh, right.
Which hopefully should be on the Facebook group live video. So get clicking on my link below and join the Fleming Film Awards group on Facebook, and I will accept your request.
There you go. Go check that out. Where else can they find you?
You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and TikTok, and you can follow my ranking list and reviews on Letterboxd.
Boom. I am at Worth of You Movies on all the things. Go check it all out. Today I'm doing my review of Sharper, and then Cody House will be joining me to talk Empire of Light and Chirac, a Spike Lee movie him and I both had not seen.
Nice.
So we are going to be talking both of those. Those will be out this week.
Since John Wick comes out on March 24th, I think we should do our favorite Keanu Reeves films.
Oh, okay. That would be fun.
Yeah, because I love Keanu Reeves and he has been in some great movies.
I love it. Let's do it.
Yes. Just films as Keanu Reeves. That'll be the next topic for Fleming Film Talk.
I'm into it.
Sweet.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
We're a bit more quicker than we were than I thought I would be.
Yeah, I mean, we needed to be because I got to get out of here. And it's also 8 hours difference there. So you need to get some rest as well.
Yes, I do.
Please tell us your favorite Oscar-nominated movies
comment,
down below.
like, subscribe.
Yep. And we appreciate it all. If you have a topic you want us to cover and hear us chat about, tell us down there. And we will do this again soon. Until then.
Until then, bye, Justin.
Later, Rob. Have a good one.
Later. Thank you. You too.